This exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Sports is brought to you in partnership with these fine sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for our young people to thrive. One Community Bank. Shackelford Heating and Cooling. Stoughton Health. J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering. And Wisco Industries. OCA Media sports broadcasts are made available free with the support of our local sponsors and community. To join our fine family of sponsors, email Paul at ocamedia.com. You can also donate directly at ocamedia.com/donate to help us continue to provide this service to our community.
Good. Hello and welcome to Panther Stadium. You are catching Girls Lacrosse game just seconds after the draw. I'll catch you up here in a minute. Tonight it is the Oregon Panthers hosting the Notre Dame Academy of Tritons. I am Becky Rothering and we're bringing you all of tonight's exciting action right here on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. Oregon started off with possession off the draw, and Sarah Lazowski is working the ball around the top. Sarah Lazowski with possession in the ground ball and trying to penetrate or bring it around the top. Number 18 is Peyton Longley. And number 11, Elise Schumann has the ball. All right, they're showing a lot of patience, trying to move around, sending some cutters and seeing if they can get a shot off, but Notre Dame's playing some pretty tight D. Number 35 has the ball. That's our attack, Bria Smith. And passed it over to Peyton Longley. This is the first game of the season for the Panthers. They're showing a lot of patience. Even got a bit of a shot off, but they're moving the ball really well. Sarah Lazowski's doing a great job switching hands. It's a really important skill in girls lacrosse. Gives them some great advantages and can sometimes draw the defense into a foul. All right, that was a good shot by Cosette Laniello, but Notre Dame gets possession and is moving down the field. Oh, it looks like we fought for the ground ball here. Still going after it. Maddie Gill is working hard trying to get that ground ball. And Sophia Supampakti chasing it. Sophia is part of a strong freshman team that joined the team this year, so it's great to have them. Sophia and Olivia Supampakti will be great additions to the team, as well as Maddie Gill this year. All right, Notre Dame picked up the ground ball as moving down into the offensive zone. Great save by goalie Sam Siggett, our senior this year. She's looking for an outlet pass. And Notre Dame has it inside the 8. And there's a whistle to stop play. All right, Notre Dame is moving the ball around the top. And number 13, Jocelyn White, is possessing the ball there, and with turnover, Sarah Lazowski had it and then called a sphere, so it'll stay with Oregon. All right, great ground ball by Peyton. And she's going to run it in unless they stop her. See if she's got a pass there. To Violet May. Violet is a returning sophomore. Shows some great offensive skills and really hustles on the field, and she's going to get possession here on the 8. Great pass, just couldn't connect. And White picks up the ball for Notre Dame and is running it down the field. All right, and that's an offensive call against Notre Dame, so it'll be Oregon ball. All right, that's a call against Notre Dame. So Maddie Gill will be able to pick it up and keep going. Sarah Lazowski earned first team all-conference for Oregon last year, so she's a really strong and important player for this team. And she's driving to the goal. And a goal by Sarah puts the Panthers up 1-0.
Panther goal scored by number 14, Sarah Lazowski.
All right, back at the draw circle. All right, and that was Taylor McMurdy at the draw circle. I thought that was her. She's a player that gets better every year. Has been playing a lot of lacrosse outside of the season too, so she's a huge asset for the Panthers. And White's quarterbacking from on top of the circle. Waiting for someone to get open or an opportunity to drive. A hard shot by Notre Dame, but out of bounds. Olivia Supampakti there is playing some tight D. Great save by Sam Siggett after a hard shot from Jocelyn White. All right, and Sam connected with Elise Schumann, who's taking it down the field. And the call is a sphere, so Oregon will retain possession. And Violet May passes it down low. And Bria Smith chases it out of bounds for Oregon. And Peyton's driving. And a goal for Peyton Longley. It's a good start for the Panthers. We got lucky with the weather. It was only a few hours ago. It was storming and raining in Oregon. But the sun is out and the sky is blue. And the Panthers are up 2-0. Looks like Taylor McMurdy's back at the draw circle for Oregon. And Jocelyn White for Notre Dame. Peyton Longley and Sarah Lazowski on the circle for Oregon. So in girls lacrosse, the ball is held between the two heads of the sticks of the players taking the draw. At the whistle, they're going to throw it up. It needs to be higher than the players' heads, and then they'll generally either direct it or try to get it out of the air like Jocelyn White did. And so Notre Dame has possession. And Panthers are getting set up to play some defense. All right, and they stopped her, and Sam Siggett's getting the ball. White tried to drive the middle and didn't have an opportunity to get off a clean shot. And Peyton Longley chased it down. Let's see, she's rolling out the red carpet. She can keep going till they come up. Oh, a great pass by Peyton. Just couldn't connect. But Violet May is in there digging for the ground ball and has some help. See Cassette Laniello and a goal.
Panthers goal scored by number 11, Elise Schumann.
And that is Elise Schumann, junior for the Panthers. All right, and it looks like a timeout was called. So this is an exclusive broadcast of Panther Lacrosse and is brought to you with the financial support of these fine sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. One Community Bank, Soulful Marketing, Shackleford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, and Wisco Industries. If this broadcast of Panther Sports is important to you, we need your help. We rely on you, our viewers, to help us continue providing videos like this. Please visit ocamedia.com for more information. Timeout. Oh, good. At the timeout, Oregon is up 3-0 to Notre Dame Tritons. And it looks like we have Sarah Lazowski at the draw. It's really great to have multiple players that can take draws in lacrosse. It gets really tiring. It's great to switch it up on the opponents as well, keeping them guessing. Everything feels a little bit different. Oh, they're resetting it. And there's the whistle. And back to Elise. Great draw by Sarah. And see if Elise can set it up. Oh, good defensive play by Notre Dame. And the Notre Dame is moving it down. Panthers are setting up their D. Looks like they may have called a shooting space if we stepped in front at an unsafe distance. So number 26 is going to get a shot at the goal. That's Lucy Phillips for Notre Dame. And a nice hard shot, but a little bit off the mark. It's going to be Notre Dame ball. It was a blue jersey closest to the end line when it went out, so they get the ball back, and they're going to set up their offense again and move it around. White's moving it around behind the goal. And Sam Siggett with another huge stop. All right. Great outlet pass to Sarah Lazowski, who's got some wheels and lungs. She can go all day long. Energizer Bunny, and got a sphere call. Oh, and a head. Awesome. Well, not awesome. Sarah's okay. But she made contact with the head, so that's a yellow card to the Notre Dame player. So number 8 is Ellie Europe. Will have to sit out. Thankfully, it wasn't too hard. I don't think there was any injury, but they're pretty tight on calling any head contact, thank goodness. So they will play a woman down, similar to hockey. And Sarah will start with the ball. We've got 3 officials on the field tonight, and they've been doing a great job keeping the girls safe. And another goal for Sarah. Great drive down the middle.
Panther goal scored by number 14, Sarah Lazowski.
All right, and Sarah and White back at the draw with Taylor McMurdy and Peyton Longley for the Panthers on the circle. So Sarah will try to send it behind her or allow White to push it in front of her and hope that her teammates in White can get to the ball first. All right, let's see Peyton's go up. Both ended up on the grass. But it looks like Taylor's got it. And she's got some wheels, so she'll take it all the way down. Great pass to Peyton. And Peyton can, she's got 10 seconds on the clock. All the way to them. Oh, what a good defensive play. So they can do some stick checking like that. Fighting for the ground ball. And that's time. All right, at the end of the first quarter, Panthers up 4, Notre Dame 0. All right, because we got started a little late, I didn't introduce the Oregon coaches. So Oregon is pleased to have James Brady stepping in as head coach this year. James has an extensive lacrosse background, coaching and playing. Coached many of these players at the youth level at U14. So a lot of excitement in the area to have him stepping up to be head coach. And he is assisted by Alex Supampakti and Nicole Dulce Mascolo. So they make a great coaching team, and I know the ladies on the team are excited to have him and already learning a lot. So James is bringing some new things to the team and trying some different things this year. And we also have a host of new players, many new to lacrosse coming out, freshman, sophomore, and junior years. So, we've definitely seen in girls high school lacrosse, it's okay to come on out and start a little later. Some of them have played some other field sports. Some have played softball, hockey, other sports that really marry some of the skills well for lacrosse. So they're coming out and giving it a go, and it sounds like having a lot of success, learning a lot of new skills. So it's a really exciting year for the Oregon Panthers. And Nicole, I'm sorry if I didn't get your last name right. We'll have to touch base and work on that. All right, so we're back at the draw circle. Familiar faces, Jocelyn White and Sarah Lazowski. Once we get everyone in position, the official will get them set up, and we'll wait for the whistle. And they're fighting for position on the circle. Let's see where it goes. All right, possession to Notre Dame. And heading down to the offensive zone. Taylor McMurdy's playing some nice tight D. All right, we're spending a lot of time wondering if they're trying to set something up for Jocelyn White. Isolation or something. No one's doing a whole lot of moving. So we'll see what Notre Dame is trying to draw up here. I would assume it's going to 13. Seems to be the target, trying to get her active offensively. Well, this is reminiscent of last year.
You're down 4 goals.
Wondering if they're trying to draw Oregon out, hoping they'd come out, because it really looks like they want White to just keep the ball. Generally, you see, oh, they're just trying to kill the penalty. There we go. So they generally see a little bit more movement. So she was just trying to get back to full strength. That makes sense. Let's see if she moves the ball or gonna. All right, and the sphere call against Sarah Lazowski, so she'll back outside the arc, and Notre Dame will be able to start with the ball at the 8. All right, and there's the first goal for Notre Dame. Jocelyn White.
Here we go, White.
All right, fighting for ground ball, blow the whistle. Early entry potentially here. I don't know what they called. And White's got the ball again. White with a penalty shot at the 8. At the whistle, Oregon will crash in. And another goal for White. I think that's what they were waiting for. To start getting her to bury some here.
Notre Dame goal scored by number 13, Jocelyn White.
Peyton Longley with the draw, and White's got possession again. I assume she's going to drive. Let's see. And she's looking for a pass right in the middle. And knocked down, and Sam Siggett's got it. Oh. Good outlet pass. And that's Olivia Supampakti wheeling it down. And a horizontal stick called on Notre Dame, so Olivia will be able to pick it up and go. And she's in a crowd, yep. So they got to keep those sticks safe. So they're bringing it down horizontal. That'll be a call every time, an easy one for the official. But as soon as she starts moving her feet, that blue player can advance as well. So they got a bit of a shot on goal and a quick clear down the field to number 26. Nice hustle. Yeah, so that's the legal contact by Peyton, but it's a self-start, so number 4. All right, so some wild sticks here, which isn't unheard of in the first game of the season. Just kind of figuring that out. It's really important in girls lacrosse to move your feet and get in good position, especially if you want to be defending or trying to knock the ball out. But it gets a little tricky pushing, running along the side, or swinging from behind. So we've kind of seen it on both teams. So they'll clean it up here as they get warmed up. Notre Dame is sending some cutters. Moving around back. The defenders want to mirror the sticks. So that means that whichever way, whatever hand the offensive player has the ball in to that angle, the defensive player wants to mirror it exactly. If they don't mirror it, that's called across the body. So you'll see the defensive players moving their stick from hand to hand, changing the diagonal to mirror that player. And Maddie Gill with the call, so that puts White back on the line, which is not where Oregon wants her. So we've got to tighten up our D a little bit. And with another one. So 4-3. Notre Dame is catching up thanks to number 13.
Notre Dame goal scored by number 13, Jocelyn White. Timeout, Oregon.
All right, and the players are back on the field after the Oregon timeout. Looks like Peyton Longley is taking the draw for Oregon, with Elise Schumann and Sarah Lazowski on the circle. 6 minutes left in the first half. And Sarah's excellent on ground balls. And you just saw her switch from a right hand to a left hand, exactly what she wants to do, coming down the left-hand side, and a great pass to Elise. A little bit of a rebound by the goalie, and Peyton's in there digging for ground balls, and so is Cassette Laniello. Let's see if Oregon can slow it down and set something up and get some offense here. We've been playing a lot of defense this second quarter. So moving around behind the goal. Looks like they're trying to set something up. Top. I know they've been working on some new plays. And there's a whistle. So that'll stay with Oregon, and the Notre Dame player will step behind. Nice pass by Taylor, just couldn't connect. Good body by Notre Dame. Great ground ball by Violet May. Going after it. Just got to be tough on those ground balls. Peyton's driving. Great shot by Peyton Longley. Awesome to see her scoring. She's going to be a huge asset this year.
Panther goal scored by number 18, Peyton Longley.
And she's loving it. A lot of high energy from Peyton. She's excited to get back to the draw. Great young player. All right, and Oregon there. Notre Dame get the ground ball and a sphere called against Oregon. So we got to get back and play some defense. Great hustle by Peyton. 26 is driving the middle. All right, they've got it back in White's hands where I think they like it. Yep, and another goal by White. So Oregon's got to figure out how to stop her. It's kind of a one-man show out there. So they got to move their feet. They know she wants to drive. She dishes it on occasion, but we've got to figure that out or she's going to score all night long. So we'll see what Oregon comes up. If they can stop her and get moving her feet a little bit, it'll be a huge benefit, and I think they'll be able to shut things down here. All right, Notre Dame's coming up with the ground balls. It's a huge advantage if they can get draw control. But Sarah Lazowski did not give up, and she's still going at it. And let's see, that's some good defense by Violet May. Yep. Oh. Okay. All right, Oregon's got to get situated and definitely got to get moving our feet. When some of those minor penalties are called, as Oregon is supposed to step behind the player, Notre Dame does have the opportunity to self-start, and that self-start can be a huge advantage like it was there and really caught Oregon not set up in D. So we're lucky that they didn't get a better shot off. So Oregon's got to remember when that whistle blows to hurry up and get in position because Notre Dame's definitely taking advantage of the self-starts. Oof. That was a nice little sidearm by Notre Dame. I think that was number 26. Caught Sam Siggett by surprise. So we are tied up 5-5.
Notre Dame goal scored by number 26, Lucy Phillips.
All right, Taylor McMurdy at the draw for Oregon. And Notre Dame gets control. That's number 1, Isabel Fergus. Makes it pass to number 7, Maddie Wilcombe, who's got some time to get the ball and set something up here on offense. Nice tight D by Peyton. White's trying to drive. And a miss by 13. So it looks like it's Oregon's ball. So she'll be able to bring it in here. But Notre Dame is putting some pressure on. See what the call is. So again, the self-start. Oh my goodness gracious. The self-start is catching Oregon by surprise. So back on defense, and Notre Dame's going to set it up. Ball's in the hands of number 13. And Sam Siga came out of the goal to get that ball. Great aggressive play. But now we've got to get open and help her out. And she made a great outlet pass to Sarah Lazowski. Sarah should be able to take this all the way if they're not going to stop her. She's got a great shot. That's right. Absolutely.
Panther goal scored by number 14, Sarah Lazowski.
And Oregon is spreading it around. Sarah Lazowski with 3, Peyton Longley with 2, and Elise Schumann with 1. That's awesome to see. It's going to be really good moving into this season when you can get multiple players scoring goals. Just over a minute left in the half. Oregon's figuring some stuff out here. Nice job by Peyton, and she gets possession, and she's going to run. Oh, and we get a whistle. So Peyton can pick it up and go if she wants. There's the self-start working in our advantage. And Elise Schumann with the ball outside of the 12. Hopefully they're keeping an eye on the clock. They've got 35 seconds left till half. It'd be nice to get a shot off here. Fighting for ground balls. Let's see if we get out of here without a whistle. All right, and Sarah's got it. Definitely want it in her hands. Great pass. Oh, and too bad. Such a good look and shot by Violet May. But now we've got to shut things down. Just 5 seconds left for Notre Dame to get down the field. And it looks like we will go to half with Oregon with the lead, 6-5. We'll take a short break and join us back for the second half.
This exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Sports is brought to you in partnership with these fine sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for our young people to thrive. One Community Bank. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, and Wisco Industries. OCA Media sports broadcasts are made available free with the support of our local sponsors and community. To join our fine family of sponsors, email Paul at ocamedia.com. You can also donate directly at ocamedia.com/donate to help us continue to provide this service to our community.
All right, welcome back to the second half. We are back with the exclusive broadcast of Panther Girls High School Lacrosse, and it's brought to you with financial support from these fine sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. And, of course, One Community Bank, Soulful Marketing, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, and Wisco Industries. If this broadcast of Panther Sports is important to you, we need your help. Visit OCAmedia.com for more information. All right, we are at the draw with Lazowski and White, and it looks like Peyton Longley got that ground ball to get possession for the Panthers and try to pass to Elise Schumann, who just couldn't get after it. But it looks like Panthers will get the ball. Just got to get it over half with a pass and intercepted by White. So Notre Dame is moving in the other direction. And we've got number 4 driving a little bit. That's Brenna Bressers. Looking for someone to cut, trying to move the ball around the top. And nice pressure by Peyton. There's Peyton doing a great job mirroring that stick like we mentioned in the first half. And moving her feet. All right, chasing down the ground ball. Excellent job by Olivia Supampakti getting possession for Oregon. And looking for someone to pass it to. Great switch to the right hand. See how she opened that up. And she's got legs. She can move. She can take it all the way if she needs to. Sarah Lazowski will hang back here, kind of in the neutral zone, until Olivia's got to head back. So Sarah will probably head back and cover some D for her as Oregon moves back to play some defense. So again, Brenna Bressers had the ball there. Now after a pass from White, it was on the ground. Who's it going to? Going to stay with Notre Dame. Nice defense by Oregon, trying to double team White, who passes it, and Sarah gets in the way. All right, and draws the foul. Sarah waiting there will help the ref move number 13 back. They've got to be back a bit, and so when that player who committed the foul is too close, the offensive player can demand that they move back where they're supposed to be. So sometimes with a self-start or a quick start, that gets missed. But that can be a huge advantage, too, not allowing the defense to creep up in that space. All right. Moving the ball around, looking good. Sarah's got control. She can quarterback it from up here a little bit. And I think took one to the head. Maybe not a card. Oh, yeah. There we go. So that's another yellow card with another shot to the head. Poor Sarah Lazowski draws those like a magnet. You can see the player leaving the field has got a helmet on. Helmets are optional for girls lacrosse. Some teams choose to make them mandatory, which I'm personally a huge fan of, but my teenage daughter isn't, so I get it. But just like those incidental head contacts, she didn't do anything vicious, didn't mean to, but it comes down and hits a player in the head. So I know, I think a lot of the parents feel very differently. Some people will say that they think wearing helmets encourages head contact. I don't know that I've seen it when we play against other players or teams. Great goal by Sarah off the line. But it's still something kind of working through in girls lacrosse. And that is Sarah Lazowski's 4th goal of the night, so she's having an awesome game. Great start to her season. So you can see that the player who had to leave the field for that penalty is still off the field. So it's a little different if you're a hockey fan, where scoring the goal releases the player out of the box. That is not the case. She'll serve her entire penalty, even no matter how often the Panthers might score while they are a player up. All right, Lazowski taking the draw for Oregon. And we've got Peyton and Taylor on the circle, and Sarah gets the ground ball, and look at her go. And see, great pass. Peyton was open, and now we can slow it down. Ooh, and 13 is coming out swinging. There's an advantage if we can move that ball. Great shot by Peyton, very patient and going low. Let's see, they're fighting over a ground ball. And it looks like the goalie will secure it in the crease. So in girls lacrosse, nobody can be in the crease except the goalie, not offense or defense. And that's a rule that's a little bit different if you're a fan of boys lacrosse. So Peyton hustled down but gave her a little bump, which you can't do. And so number 15, Kathleen Geimer, has the ball for Notre Dame. Trying to pass it to her teammates here to move it out of the neutral zone. Again, another fight for a ground ball. Great effort by both teams. And Taylor McMurdy's getting up there, number 20. Might be a help. Oh, shoot, and she's down. Must have taken one to the face, it looks like. So everyone's going to take a knee while she gets checked out. All right, great to see Taylor up and move in, but she's heading off the field to get checked out by the trainer. And I think Coach James might be just having a chat. Obviously something probably got missed if she took one in the face, but it's hard in those scrums to see exactly what's going on. So it looks like that is Peyton Longley with the ball. Peyton's going to turn on the wheels. Makes a pass to Elise, who can't quite come up with it. So Peyton's going to give it herself. Oh, she's still working on it. She can get this. And Sarah got in there. I think Peyton and Sarah are going to make a great team. And another penalty that is against 26 with a call, so that should go to Oregon. Just going to get a little louder whistle. You can see there how the Notre Dame players have to give her a little space. They're doing it perfectly there. And I think Sarah was waiting for that. Great pass in. Just lost possession, but fighting for it, and Notre Dame comes up with it. This is where Oregon's really got to get back on D. Middies need to get back and help and get in position, or we're leaving our D at a huge disadvantage. And they get a goal off of it. So Notre Dame, number 26, Lucy Phillips, scores. You'll see teams doing it a little bit differently because of those restraining lines. That defense can't cross the far one. Attack can't cross their far one, but in that neutral zone, some teams will have the attack really ride, which can be helpful, allowing the middies to get back. Sometimes the middies will ride and try to get into defensive position. So, but either way, it's a little tough on those fast breaks to expect the defense to get set up without a lot of help from the offensive half of the team. right is going to stay with Notre Dame. And Peyton's playing some tight D. Doing a great job moving her feet. Great defense by Olivia Supampakti, staying tight on her and pushing her out. Looks like there was a call. I don't know, it was a little late, so they're moving her back down on the hash, and it looks like she'll have possession on the 8 here for a shot. Oh dear. And a goal by 13. Well, Oregon definitely knows who they need to be defending here, moving their feet and trying to stop. But any of those penalties, either with a dangerous stick around the head or not moving our feet or horizontal stick inside of those arcs are really dangerous because it puts a Notre Dame player right on the line with an open shot at Sam. So probably something they need to keep working on. They've had quite a few opportunities of those shots. Those are the easiest in the game to make. Tie game here in the third quarter. So Peyton is a sophomore for Oregon. She's doing a great job up against the Notre Dame senior with these draws and trying to get those draw controls and that. So really looking so strong for the first game of the season. It's going to be exciting to see what she's able to do as the season progresses. Sarah Lazowski with the ball after a pass from Peyton and a great pass on the corner. Oh, and a nice shot by Violet May, but right to their goalie. All right, this is where we got to get back and hustle. This is where the conditioning pays off. And look at Peyton go. She brings a ton of energy and aggressiveness here to that midi core. Right, nice footwork by Maddie Gill, moving, stepping in help there. And nice stop by Sam, and she's in the crease. Yeah, Notre Dame snuck in the crease, so it's ours anyway. She's got to back off. And she clears it to Elise, and Elise gets possession. Let's see if she can move it down the field. Oh, couldn't quite connect the pass. And that's Iona Juvenile that was working hard for that ground ball, just couldn't quite come up with it. So there's a lot of whistles tonight. And she did come up with it great, so they called a penalty on Notre Dame. Awesome. And this is where Iona's going to just wait and make sure that Notre Dame player gives her the space she gets. So a lot of penalties, so both teams have to tighten things up a little bit, but it's nice to hear the whistles and those penalties being called truly. It keeps the girls safe. It's a lot more stressful to watch the games that get a little too aggressive and dangerous. So this core of officials is doing a really great job. And everyone just needs to adjust their play. There's some wild sticks, there's some slow feet. And they need to work on that, so we're not living on the 8 for either team. Sarah Lazowski from the 8's got possession right at the center hash. Go low. Yes. Nice shot, Sarah. That's her 5th of the night.
Goal by number 14, Sarah Lazowski.
All right, it looks like Maya Haig is coming out on the field for the Panthers. Maya did really well in youth and took a couple years off from lacrosse, and so she's back. She's a great athlete, so it's really exciting to see her back on the lacrosse field. I think she's going to do great things for Oregon. And she's moving her feet. She's staying with her, making her pass. Now defense just got to step in. A little bit of acting there on Notre Dame's end, and it didn't fool the officials, and that's Autumn Coots. And she's looking good. A great pickup and an outlet pass, a nice defensive run to Cosette. And look at Cosette using her body there. We'll see. Just needed a little more help. Yeah, that's okay. That's a penalty by Sarah. She'll have to get behind, but it slows it down. Sometimes there can be an advantage to taking a penalty like that out here in the neutral zone if it allows your team to get back into position, as long as it's not going to cause an injury or hurt anyone, but it can sometimes slow down play. All right, I didn't exactly see what that call is, but it looks like it's going to stay with Oregon. So a nice turnover on the defensive end. Ooh. And a good move, just couldn't hold on to the ball. Sarah's kind of trying to rake it there out of the scrum. Right, little field hockey. Let's go. You know we're going to get a whistle eventually. Well, we'll take that whistle. It ends up in the hands of Oregon. I'm not sure what it was, but we couldn't quite connect that pass in the midfield. And number 1, Isabel Fergus with the ball. And Oregon playing some tight D, but again, another whistle. I think on Sumpampakti down there on the low D. Minute left in the third quarter. They're getting set up. Wow, that's a nice hash. I'm not exactly sure where the penalty happened, but definitely a favorable spot for Notre Dame. Ooh, crossbar. Awesome. Sam's got it, looking for an outlet pass. Nice hustle by Cosette. And she should go until they stop her or make a pass. Oof. All right. Couldn't quite get rid of it. Notre Dame caught up and played some good D here.
Stop and give it up. You can't go through 3. Wait for her to go behind.
Nice defensive play by Sarah. All right, that's the end of the third quarter. Oregon still has a little lead, 8-7. Panther sports broadcasts are made possible with support from local businesses, business sponsors, and by viewers like you. Now more than ever, OCA Media relies on your support. Please consider joining our family of sponsors and visit ocamedia.com for more information. OCA Media reaches thousands of viewers with programs like this. Join our over 4,800 YouTube subscribers, and you'll never miss another Panther Sports live stream again. How many local events do you think OCA Media streamed this past year? 100, maybe 200. Believe it or not, OCA streamed over 300 events this past year. OCA trains and hires Oregon high school students who help cover the many events our town has to offer. And as a nonprofit, OCA Media relies on the generous financial support of our local business partners and donations from viewers like you. All righty. Athletes are coming back onto the field to get ready for the fourth quarter in this close game. Oregon is leading the Notre Dame Academy Tritons 8-7, but it has been back and forth the whole game. Looks like Taylor McMurdy is going to take the draw with Sarah Lazowski, and looks like Peyton Longley on the circle. Oh, good effort by Taylor. Now we got to get back. Notre Dame's got possession. And she'll drive. And say by the post. And fighting for the ground ball. And absolutely, that's got to stay with Oregon. Okay, yep. Looks like they called like an empty. So you can't hit another player's stick that is empty. So you can do a stick check when they have possession of the ball in the head of their stick, but if it's an empty stick and you make contact, I think that's what the sign was there. So Oregon can slow it down here. They got to set something up and move the ball around. They're in their offensive zone. Looks like maybe they're going to try something here. All right. See if they can try any of these plays they've been working on this week. Sending some cutters down the middle. And Taylor's got the ball. We like it in Taylor's hands. She can deliver. Oh, just couldn't get through, but we got a call. So she should end up on the 8. It's a balance, too. It's a little similar to basketball. If you're driving to the goal and the defense is moving with you, that call is going to go against the defense. But if the defense is able to get set and the offensive player pushes through, it's called a force through. And then the ball will be turned over to the defense. So in this circumstance, they kind of sandwiched her, but I think their feet weren't quite set. So Taylor has the advantage and has possession. Not a great angle, though. Let's see what she can do. Couldn't quite get a shot off, and it's in the crease for the goalie to scoop up. And clears it to number 4, Brenna Bressers, who sort of pitchforked it a little bit, wasn't able to get it, so Oregon has a chance to catch up here, which is nice. But we do have to get back on D. Defense is stepping up. Bressers has the ball. Yeah, that was kind of a wild stick. And inside the 12, so they're going to get possession again. Looks like that was called on Maddie Gill. Good aggressive play, just a little wild.
Just away, Lucy! Just away! Just away, Lucy! Just away! There you go. What?
I'm not exactly sure what she was calling, unless she was saying they were supposed to start at the 8. I'm not sure what that was. So they're going to reline up. And I think that's Bressers still with the ball on the hash on the 8. Oh, and that was not Sarah Lazowski, so it must have been a new whistle. And she buries it. So that will tie it up at 8. Nice to see it getting spread around a little bit for Notre Dame. And that was a nice penalty shot. All right, getting the ball all set, ready for the draw. All right, Notre Dame has possession again. 13-26. 26 is making some moves out there. Looking for a pass. Someone to get open in the middle. Oregon's playing pretty good tight defense. Oh, we got someone wide open in the middle. Gonna see she's gonna want a crease roll here maybe. Nope, she's looking for a pass. I'm just gonna keep until she can drive. Okay. Well, Oregon's got to figure out how to stop her.
Notre Dame goal scored by number 13, Jocelyn White.
They're doing a good job marking up. But, you know, she's keeping tight hold of that ball. So just have to figure out how to maybe double and stop her a little bit or force her to pass. Looks like they're just double checking the score. There's a couple light bulbs out on the scoreboard, but Notre Dame takes their first lead, 9-8. All right, so it looks like they're calling some head contact, so that'll be a yellow card, and McMurdy will take a knee, so Oregon is down a player. And Notre Dame's hustling for that ground ball. Nice deflection. If Oregon can come up with a defensive possession here, that would be good. Notre Dame's got us outnumbered in the scrum. And who's the call going against? Must be going against Notre Dame. Well, with the numbers, it would make sense. I didn't really see what happened. Supapakti's got the ball, looking for an outlet pass. And Lazowski's trying to set it up here. Oh, just couldn't quite hold on to it.
Up on that line.
All right, another whistle, another head contact. against Notre Dame. So it'll be even strength. Both teams are down a player for a bit. Well, the reffing crew's doing a good job, like I said earlier. There's nothing more frustrating than watching these girls take sticks to the head or face and no call. So both sides got to just clean it up, but the officials are doing a really good job. Just trying to keep everything safe, not letting any of that go. Let's see if Sarah can bury one. Shoot low, shoot low. Well, either at. Awesome. Got another one. 6 of the game for Sarah.
Panther goal by number 14, Sarah Lazowski.
Oh. No trip there. Okay, kind of missed that. But we'll stay with Oregon. All right, Violet May with the ball. Oh, just couldn't quite keep on, but Sarah's got it. She can drive. And another goal for Sarah. Way to light it up, girl. She's got a great shot. She's super strong. She doesn't shy away from the aggressive D. If they don't get in front, she should keep driving. All right. We'll see. Oh, and Notre Dame with possession. 13 hustle it down. Ooh, there's a pass. No. Okay, good. She's going to work it around behind the goal. Try a crease roll maybe. Oh, good pass to the middle. Couldn't quite connect. And Peyton's going after it. Great ground ball pickup by Peyton. And she's going to take it. Hustle. Oh, just lost possession there near midfield. And hit an empty stick, so it'll stay with Oregon. Awesome job by Peyton. Oops. Trying to make a long pass. Nice job up to our attack. All right, tried a shot, but we were there to keep the ball. Let's see, is this Taylor here? It'd be great to get Taylor on the board. But she is. We've got some helpful fans trying to make some calls down below. It's entertaining. Not quite on the ball, but trying to influence the refs. But it's a close game. All right, Taylor's got it on the 8. Oh, and another. They kind of keep crunching her. All right, they're going to call head contact for that one. Another card. Another Notre Dame player heading off. So Oregon will have a 1-player advantage here.
Keep working, Taylor!
It's tricky getting that side hash. She doesn't have a really great shot, so it'd be nice to be able to have a good pass. Maybe a little bit easier with one less Notre Dame player out there, so we'll see what Taylor does. she's definitely got some good stick moves if she can throw something together from this hash as she drives in. Oh, and she gets a shot off this time. And another whistle. And another card against Notre Dame.
Keep working, Taylor!
So I don't want to see Taylor get hurt, but she's definitely finding an advantage here. She's whittling down their team pretty quickly, as I think they know that she's a threat. And she could score without that tough D that they're trying to play. So let's see what Oregon can do here, and what Taylor, if she can bury one, maybe go low on this goalie. Having a little chit-chat, just making sure that the refs and the coaches and everyone are on the same page. I'm not sure what about. All right, now it looks like all right, get them all set up. This would be great after the beating that Taylor took if she could bury one. That'd be a nice timing. And she chooses to pass it. Good choice. And we have an advantage here. So with that side hash and a tricky drive to the net, I think that's really smart. We can move it around and see if we can get a nice open shot or an open drive to the net. I think that's some good coaching by Coach Brady. All right, I think that was an offsides call. It gets a little tricky with all the players having to leave the field. So a player will have to go behind Sarah for that offsides call, but they just had too many players on the defensive end with having to sit. So that makes the counting a little bit hard. Nice job on the with the officials noticing that. All right, so we're not in a hurry here, but we only have a 1-goal advantage, and we definitely, I would think, would like to score here because the players will be back onto the field for Notre Dame. And again, these are sort of like locked-in penalties, similar to sort of the boys lacrosse. So we could score a couple times. So it'll be interesting to see what Oregon wants to do. If we're just going to let the time run down. It's a tactic. We've got some cutters in the middle. I guess we're just letting it tick. And Sarah's driving, doesn't have an opportunity there. But players have been released, so I guess.
Let's go! Let's go!
I guess they're hoping to just ride this 1-goal advantage. Oh, jeez. Oh, I lost it in the middle, so now we got to get possession again. In a horizontal against Notre Dame, she'll have to drop behind. Or not. Oh, and they've got to make smart passes. We need to keep possession. It's essential here. Taylor's got it. She's definitely ducking. "20 seconds left in the game. And they're moving the ball around. Sarah's got it. She's gonna, oh yeah, she's gonna go after her. And that's game. And Oregon sneaks through with a 1-goal advantage and a game 10-9 final score. Again, thank you so much for joining us. This was a special broadcast of Panther Sports, high school girls lacrosse. And we thank OCA Media, thanks all of the sponsors. Again, thank you especially to One Community Bank, Soulful Marketing, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, Jail Richards Prime Meats and Catering, and Wisco Industries. Thank you to Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. Thank you to the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. And the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you next week.